What's happening, guys? It's been like a year since I posted my last video. Sorry, kinda. The plan for the channel was to keep track of the build of the car and all this stuff. Then we started building it, and just one thing led to another, and it became a stress, and just wasn't really a smooth process like I had it all planned out to be. It never is, obviously. The last car was an absolute nightmare. This one was at least better than that. But it's done now. Car's finished. So this video is kind of dedicated to just gonna do a walk around, show you the vehicle, show you what I've been up to with it. I mean, I've obviously posted some pictures on Instagram, but haven't done a walk around of the car yet. It's pretty to look at. I'm excited to have it done. It's no secret that it's for sale also, which a lot of you are pretty upset about that. Lost some friends over selling this car too. Like, Jesus Christ. You would have thought most of you helped pay for the stupid thing throughout the process, as mad as some of you got. I've seen the comments on Facebook and people messaging me and just saying hateful stuff. I mean, a lot of you need to grow up. I mean, seriously. The car, it's just that. It's a car. It's a Mustang, for Pete's sake. The Mustang community is what it is. It's the biggest car group of them all, but Jesus. Some of you guys need to get your priorities straight, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. Yay, adulting. We're trying to buy a bigger house. This is our second house. Pretty big step, given that we're 25 years old trying to do this. It is what it is, but we're trying to do it the right way. Put some money down on this house, and right now, that car is the easiest thing to go. About halfway through the process, I got tired of it anyway. It wasn't going smooth, and that's okay. I'm pretty used to that by now. But priorities just changed. I didn't want to continue to push other stuff off to the side to spend money on this. And some of you were like, you must be going through some pretty heavy financial trouble right now. It's not the case. In fact, we're probably doing better than we ever have now because we're not spending money on the car. But I build cars for me, not for you guys. Contrary to popular belief, I didn't, grow my Instagram on purpose. It just kind of happened. You build one car, people liked it, you followed it. It's just pretty simple. Same kind of case with this one. People see the car, they like it, they follow it, and that's it. And that's fine. I don't care. But don't get upset when I make my own personal decisions with my car and my money, to better myself. I do this because, I deal with depression every single day. My job is stressful. Things in my life aren't always perfect, as with others. I don't think anyone's life is perfect. And building cars is an outlet for me. I enjoy it. The whole process of it, being involved, doing something with my hands, it's fun. I like that. It is a lot of money. And if you think for 1 second I built the car to try to flip it, I'm asking 30 grand for it. Yes, it's a lot of money. You may think because the chassis has 124,000 miles on it, that it's not worth it. That's your opinion. Don't care. I'm still gonna ask 30 grand for the car because of all the money I poured into it. Sure, mods don't add value, but if you think you can build that car for 30 grand, you be my guest. That's fine. If you don't like the price, you don't want to buy it, don't. It's fine. But keep your nasty opinion to yourself. I mean, holy shit. This is social media. You guys are some freaking internet bullies out there, It's ridiculous. And then you've got plenty of you. The majority of you are very supportive. You don't care that I'm selling the car. You realize it's a car. I can get another one. I can build another one if I wanted to. It's a car. I can buy that one back someday if it's not wrapped around a tree. It's a car. Anyway, enough of that little rant. But yeah, I saw plenty of comments on Facebook. People sharing the post, people commenting on the shares. I don't care if you don't understand why I'm selling the car, that I don't, I never keep a car, it blows your mind that I'm just going through cars left and right, spending all this money and I'm selling it. I don't care. I don't care if you don't understand. I don't care. I'll be happy to see this one go. You know, I'll be sad. I'll be sad when it goes. You know, it's a nice car. You know, it got me through yet another depression, and you know, kept me from hanging myself in my closet. But you know, it's a car. It's okay. I'll be happy to see it go. Happy to get in a new house. Happy to continue to make moves, make changes, better myself. You know, we're gonna have a lot of extra money now, not spending it every month on that thing. It's gonna be great. But sorry for the little rant there. Needed to be said. You know, is what it is. But let's go outside, take a look around the car. I'm gonna walk you around it, show you the engine bay, talk about it some of the parts that's gone into it. Car was built, you know, it's obviously the same color as my other one was. A few unique features about it. The Celine wheels, you know, it's my favorite wheel of all time. Wanted to do some kind of forged wheel, something expensive, but I was worried that I'd spend all that money on the wheels and end up not liking them. You know, my last car I'd put XXRs on it, something cheap, just to see how it would look. Hated it, absolutely hated it. Put the Celines back on, that was it. So Celines are on the car, that's okay. The hood, already been asked 1,000 times where I got another hood, not telling you. You know, it's a unique thing about the car. I like that it's kind of a mystery. Right now there's only 2 of them now, you know, one on my old car, one on this one. If you want the hood, buy the car. It'll come with it for free. The brakes, you know, I did the CTSV brakes. It's a 6-piston caliper off of the V2 CTSVs. It's a good brake, big caliper. It stops way better than the stock Cobra brakes do. The conversion was pretty tough. Michael Barbelinardo, sorry if I butchered your last name. He used to make a conversion kit, don't know if he still does, but I bought the kit from him. You know, had to drill and modify the spindle to make it work, but cool upgrade there over stock. The flag on the roof, Bobby obviously painted my car. We talked about what we could do on the roof that would be unique. You know, he told me, he's like, I'm painting it whether you like it or not. And I was like, all right, cool, because I wanted something different, but honestly, you know, what else could you do? I don't own a business, you know. Bobby put his logo on his current Mach, and it looks amazing, but well, what was I gonna do? I don't know. I love the flag on the roof, came out perfect. Probably my favorite feature of the whole car, to be honest. Car's got a bunch of suspension work. It's got, you know, the tubular front end, Maxxum Motorsports coilovers. It's got an IRS in the rear with the full tilt boogie, bushings, etc. on it. Car rides really good. It sits pretty low. You know, it's not slammed by any means, but it's got a good stance to it. The motor, obviously this is a second motor. First motor was built by Page Racing Engines here in Spartanburg. Don't recommend them, obviously. I mean, had high hopes, and it didn't even make it to the dyno. They started the car, was pulling it around to the back, had like 15 minutes of idle time on it, and then it just completely seized up. Couldn't even turn the crank. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It sucked. You know, that kept me from making Mustang Week, but you know, it's okay. It is what it is. The fresh motor, East Coast Motorsports took care of me. Their guy built it for me. It is a 9.6-to-1 compression motor, got the 2.9 Whipple on it, diamond pistons, ARP hardware throughout. We did a manly steel crank in it. It's really light. The pedal response is unlike anything I've ever felt in a mod motor car. It's got ported heads, etc. The car made really good power. I don't really want to talk about numbers. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, it's in the for sale ad. Made 735, 657 on 19 pounds on 93 pump gas. It's pretty good for a Gen 2 standard inlet Whipple. It on E85's probably capable of around 850, maybe a little more. If we up the boost to 25, 26 pounds. I'm not gonna do that. You know, the motor's set up for it, transmission's built for it, the whole car can handle it. As long as you don't dump the clutch at 7,000 RPMs and snap a half shaft. But I'm not gonna do that while I own the car. You know, if the next owner wants to do it, at least it can handle it. It's got the fuel system for it. It's got the triple pump budget return style system from Lethal, the 1400 horsepower one. What else? All I can think of off the top of my head. But car is for sale. It is linked down below if you would like to learn more about it. Car was built with 0 sponsorships. Some of you don't know anything about that. That's okay. All out of pocket. I love the car. I'm very, very pleased with how it came together. East Coast Motorsports did a fantastic job taking care of me after I tried to build it in my own garage and it didn't work. So that's okay. Car runs great now. It'll be a great car for somebody who ends up buying it. So let's go outside, take a look at it, do a little walk around, start it up, just let you hear it, and go from there. All right, so we are obviously outside. You'll have to excuse the gunshots that you hear in the background. There's a shooting range up the road and people are out there right now having a good old time. All right, so here it is. It looks so much better all together than it did sitting in the garage right there on an engine stand. But man, it is pretty to look at. Got a lot of powder coating in there. The blower was painted at the same time as the car. Bobby did that. He did a great job. This is a real carbon fiber panel that is by Zach Lanier, Lanier Metals. Look him up on Instagram. He makes a nice piece there. The JLT is, so it was actually color matched. Not a huge fan of how it turned out, but it, you know, looks pretty good. It's a little darker than I would like. It doesn't really match the paint of the car, but that's okay. It was color matched blue and then hydro dipped in carbon fiber. So it came out all right. Doesn't look like real carbon fiber by any means, but still looks pretty good. This expansion tank, a lot of people have asked about this. So Lance Flathers makes these. You have to look him up on Instagram. It's a very high quality piece. Also got that powder coated, but yep, this is it. So this bumper was, yes, it was the 9901 bumper that I had on my original car. No, I didn't sell the car with that bumper on it. If you remember, I sold it with the 0304 Cobra bumper, but that's pretty cool. An old piece from my old car still sticking around. Just the underside of the hood. So those are the brakes. It's a 15-inch rotor. Man, they look so good. They fill up the wheel well, really nice. They stop great. They squeal, you know. Had the same problem with both the Z06s and my CTSV back when I had it. They just squeal a lot. Don't really know how to combat that. I've got a nice set of EBC red pads on there, and didn't really make a difference. Make a lot of brake dust. It's a big rotor. Covering a lot of pad space. Nothing to really do about that, but the stopping power makes it worth it. So these are the carbon fiber side skirt splitters. Robert at Carbon Driven makes a fantastic piece. All of his carbon fiber stuff, this is also from him. The wiper cowl, he does, I mean, his work is fantastic. You won't find better quality carbon fiber anywhere else. Here's the whole car. So here's the roof. You know, Bobby had his done. Now Omar owns that car, the 03 Cobra. But it came out looking good. Really gets a lot of attention. People love seeing it driving on the road. Amber Gang. IRS car, sits nice. The exhaust, they're actually Borla XR1s. I'd never even heard of them until I traded the SRA for the IRS. And they sound really good. Really throaty. It's like a good cross between the Stinger and the Attacks. They're pretty loud at wide open throttle, but very mild when cruising. Here's the rear of the car. Tips hang kind of low. Most Borlas do. As you can see, the car is immaculate. Very happy with how it came out. Sits nice, kind of on a hill. It's a little crooked. There it is. So obviously Raptor's gone. You sit right here. That's a fiasco, but sold the Raptor, and then here is the GT500. You guys have seen this on Instagram as well. It is also for sale. This car is almost flawless. It is the cleanest car I have ever seen in its age group. This car is super, super clean. We love this thing, but it's got to go as well. As much capital as we can clear up while trying to buy this new house is gonna help. This car has 40,000 miles on it, ceramic coated, but it is absolutely immaculate. Super clean. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do now is, well, I guess I can show you the interior. Very clean for the age, you know. It's coming up on a 20-year-old car now, but shows well it's not a stain. That's just, yeah, very nice. You know, typical Cobra, new edge. Very nice. OEM steering knob. I mean, it is perfect. So the hydro dip here on the interior pieces, it's not real carbon fiber, it's hydro dip. Came out nice. Cheap option if you guys don't want to spend the money on real carbon fiber. It came out, I'm pleased. Looks good. Hydro done in, where are they at? Down towards like Lawrence, South Carolina. He did it. He did a fantastic job. Very pleased with that. But all right. Gonna set the phone down and start it up so you guys can hear it. What kind of quality video that was, but it's okay. I don't know if you can hear it through my mic or not. Car has cams. It's pretty mild with the exhaust. Can't really hear it chopping or anything crazy. It's not like an LS car, but the motor is smooth. Motor is very smooth. Very efficient. Engine bay, Bobby also shaved the bay for me. Those are Scott Rod panels. Did a good job with that. So now you've seen the car, you've seen it all together, seen how it looks, the color pops, it's very bright, very vibrant. Love this car, I absolutely do. I'll be sad to see it go, I will, but it's okay, it's just a car. Something will come, I'm a car guy, I'll get something else, I don't know what yet, probably something with a V10, we'll see. But now I'm going to go inside and wrap this up. Alright, so we're back inside, it is cold outside. That's it. No, I'm not going to stop with the YouTube channel. I apologize that I didn't kind of keep my word and, you know, document the whole process of this build, but I'm not a vlogger. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this for fun. I don't really have the equipment to do this all the time. You know, it'd be cool, but, you know, I just don't. I would love to, you know, I'm going to do a walk around of this house as we get ready to sell it, you know, show you, you know, I enjoy doing this. This is fun, talking about my life a little bit, showing you guys, you know, just a little bit of insight into me. But yeah, I do a walk around of the house, show you guys the house that we're putting up for sale. If it, you know, if all works out, we're able to purchase this new house, show you guys a new place, you know, show you why I sold this car. you know, what the end goal was, what the point of all this was. And then after that, we're going to start leading up to something else. I can't go long without a car. I don't think I want another Mustang. You know, sorry, not really. They're not. They're Mustangs. You know, they're not the greatest car to ever be built. They're nice. They're fun. You know, they're getting nicer. The Mach-E was it for me. I mean, what the heck? You know, I don't know. I don't work at Ford, and my opinion does not matter. But Jesus, like, whatever. I don't know, something with the V10. That's what's coming next. But anyways, thanks for watching. Adios.